Hello, and get ready for another science experiment at home using things you can find in your kitchen. Now today, it's very different and very exciting, but we are going to throw a dance party. But not for me and not for you. We're going to throw a Sultana dance party. What is a Sultana dance party and why do we need to throw one? Well, it's science. So get those sultanas ready. They don't need to be all dressed up in fancy outfits. They can dance just as they are. Here comes the instructions of what to do, how to do it, and what you need to learn.
One of my favourite parts of science experiments is the words we use, and today we only have 3. So we need the word density, we need the word carbon dioxide, and we need the word buoyancy. Now we already know what density is from one of our other videos, but I'm going to explain it again. It's very simple. It's the amount of matter in a space. If there's a lot of matter or stuff in a space, it will be more dense and it will be heavier and it will sink. If there's less matter in the space, it will be lighter, less dense, and it will rise. Then we have carbon dioxide. We know that everything is either a solid, a liquid, or a gas, and carbon dioxide is the gas that we're going to be dealing with today. We breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. It's the same gas. It's also the same gas that's in a fizzy drink. So we have our third word, which is buoyancy, and basically that means the ability to float. Can you float? So when you're in a pool, lying back on a floaty, that floaty, has buoyancy. It can float. If you throw a rock into the pool, it doesn't have buoyancy. It can't float. It will sink. So there's our 3 words. Density, carbon dioxide, buoyancy. Very simple. Okay, what's next? Here's our materials. Our container made of glass, our soda water or our mineral water or any kind of clear fizzy drink, and we've got raisins and sultanas. We're using sultanas because they're smaller, and the smaller the raisin or the sultana, the better it works, but you can use either. Check that the raisins are separated or the sultanas are separated, because if they're in a big clump like this, they won't dance. And remember, this is a dance party. Also, try and use a bottle that has been unopened. A fresh bottle will work better. Be careful, raisins that are stuck together don't dance. Wonder why that is. So if you're at a dance party with a bunch of friends and you're stuck too close together, you kind of can't dance. I'm going to try sultanas on this side and raisins on this side. I'm going to open my fresh bottle. Remember, when you open it, it makes that... Woo, this one's spilling a bit. Here we go. We're going to put some in the... Wow, be careful. Yes, I made a crazy mess. Let's put our water in this side so it's carbonated water. You can see the bubbles. Here we go. Sultana's going in. Watch. Raisins going in. Watch. Okay, they sink at the beginning because their density is greater than the bubbly water. The bubbles from the drink eventually start to stick to the raisins or sultanas, and you can see that happening. And that increases its buoyancy. It makes it float. Then it will bring the raisins up to the top of the water. When the bubbles get to the surface of the water, the carbon dioxide bubbles, they pop. And that means the gas gets released into the air and the raisin becomes heavier, more dense again, less buoyant, and it sinks to the bottom. And this will happen over and over again until all of the bubbles, the carbon dioxide, have popped and gone out into the air and the drink becomes flat. You know, when we're having a drink of lemonade or something and we leave it out too long and eventually it goes flat. There's no bubbles left. The sultanas or the raisins can go up and down again and again and again as the carbon dioxide bubbles attach to them. I'm going to see what happens when I put the aspro or the aspirin into the water and see what happens to the dancing when it dissolves. It's going to add more carbon dioxide into the water and we'll see if it makes the raisins and the sultanas start to dance again. It takes the aspro a while to dissolve. I'm going to add a few drops of food colouring just because I love food colouring and I just want to see if it makes a difference to what the experiment looks like. Now I'm going to shine a torch through the coloured carbonated water so you can see what it looks like. It kind of looks like the surface of another planet or under the sea.
So, we learnt something amazing. The density of an object can change. It can become heavier or lighter as its density changes. And its buoyancy can change. It can learn to float depending on what scientific things are acting on that object. I am so excited to have learnt this today. In fact, I'm so excited my buoyancy has changed and I'm about to float right up into space. Science is so much fun. See you next time.